매일매일 네 이름을 불렀어. 어떻게 내가 움직일 수 없게 날 우아하게 만들어줘. 가짜 진심 없는 가짜.
Third was a hard choice for this one, but ultimately Chewie caught my eye for her beauty and her iconic outfit here. Nayeon is a perfect center and lead vocalist. She definitely gets an advantage for being noticed in general due to her positions, but after looking at every live and rewatching the music video, it's gotta be her in second regardless. I went back and forth between Mina and Chewie for third, and Chewie honestly edged her out just barely, but Mina looked stunning as well. However, despite the beauty and charm of the three members I've mentioned, number one for this era was pretty easy. Momo absolutely killed it during Twice's debut. The blonde hair, the iconic camo pants, and the mesh bodysuit underneath, the dance break, you just can't take your eyes off of her. And considering the fact that I put both Momo and Chewie in the top 3 from the get-go in these rankings from their very debut, you know JYP made a good decision adding them into the group during 16. Jihyo owns the vocals and her center time in this one, and she looks so fresh and lively and beautiful, so I had to give her some credit here. I really almost gave her number one for her soft vocals, her beauty, the warm reddish short brown hair on her, but there was another member who just barely edged her out, and you might be able to guess who it is and why. Momo had to get a shout out because of her cool, badass Lara Croft look from the music video, and that line that she has in the dance move she does while singing it is pretty iconic as well. Speaking of iconic lines, there is perhaps no line in Twice's discography more iconic than you can't think of Cheer Up or Sana without thinking of that line, and while I think that having the killing part in a song doesn't inherently make that member shine in a specific comeback, I just felt that plus Blonde Sana really edged her out for number one in Cheer Up. Taeyang looked gorgeous, and even though she didn't get a lot of lines, her mermaid costume was my absolute favorite of the Halloween theme. I love a blonde Dahyun, and I thought this was the first era that really gave her a chance to shine with center time and good lines. Honestly, Dahyun fits so wonderfully for the sweet and bubbly concepts, and she has what I think is the most charming and beautiful smile. I have 2 words. Vampire Queen. This look is pretty much the reason that I put her here. I was so excited when I saw a similar hairstyle to TT's hairstyle on Nayeon for the More and More promotions. This one is just obvious. Everybody knows that TT was Nayeon's comeback. She fits the concept and it fits her so well. And just like I said about Dahyun, Nayeon is made for this fresh, sweet, beautiful style of concept. She has this girl next door aura, a natural beauty and charm, and it just doesn't get better than Nayeon and TT. This is one of Twice's most cute concepts, and if it's a cute concept, you know that Sana was meant for it. Like Sana, I also think Nayeon really suits the cuter and more girly concepts that Twice does, and so I think that's a reason she stands out to me during the Knock Knock promotions. I usually prefer Che in the less cute concepts, but she looked so cute in the Knock Knock video, especially the scene of her coming out of the dresser.
혼자 있을 때 훅 들어와 정신없이 날 흔들어 놔 지금 이 딱 널 위한 showtime making yours.
Even though I don't think of Jonghyun first as the member who most suits the cutesy concepts, she knocked it out of the park this comeback. Her looks were all so memorable. She had great lines in the songs. I loved her different hairstyle, the more slicked back look, the space buns, the color she had. All of it was amazing. And I even had to really appreciate the little onesie she wears during the PJ scenes. She, throughout the video and throughout their promotions, just looked like an absolute model, which doesn't really match with the other members who are showing more of a cute girly side, but somehow she still makes it work, and I find myself looking at her throughout these promotions. I feel that Suri fits this concept perfectly. I love seeing her in something fresh and youthful, and also she got a lot of center time and lines. Sort of like in TT, Taehyun comes in second because they styled her so well and made her stand out, and more importantly, I think Signal might be Twice's single with the most Taehyun lines. The retro concept looks really good on Jonghyun, and that's why I picked her for the honorable mention. Jihyo has such incredible energy and presence, and this type of upbeat song really shows it off. She can do it all. I can't explain it entirely, but I just know that she stood out to me in Signal. I'm gonna be briefer when I talk about Japanese singles or the ones that they didn't promote as much, so I'm just gonna go through it quickly. In third place for One More Time is Momo. I thought she was perfect for the sporty element of this concept. Second is Sana, mostly because when she was the sign girl for the boxing match, that was just perfect. Number 1 is Chaeyoung. People underestimate her concept versatility. I loved her in this music video because she got plenty of lines and screen time, and she got the iconic lines, and her as the boxer was just incredible with that Katniss Everdeen braid. She owned it. I really feel like Likey is the quintessential Twice song, and as a center and face of Twice, Nayeon really worked well with it. The dance break was great, and Momo fits the concept well here also because she's so energetic and lively. To be honest, it was just the dab.
잠깐만 연락이 이제야 오는 걸
When I first watched Likey, I wasn't super into Twice yet, and at the time I thought that Sana was the visual and face and center of the group. She looked absolutely unbelievable during the promotions and music video for Likey, and Sana doing Likey is the most watched Twice fan cam at around 10 million views, so of course she wore it best here. I feel like Heartshaker is the concept era of whoever your bias is the one who you'll believe owned it because it's so hard to choose. They all look gorgeous, and they're all wearing kind of a simple outfit, so it really showed off that Twice is a group of visuals. So of course, I had to bring in the visual. She just stood out to me so much during this era. I really liked her parts, I really liked her short blonde hair, and she's basically a supermodel, so she looks amazing in the simple jeans and white top. She had to be mentioned for her cute and memorable parts in the song, and most importantly, the song is about her. This might just be the example of what I said, that whoever is your bias owns this era, and Chaeyoung is my bias, no doubt, but I just thought she looked so beautiful and stunning, and her opening of the song, I couldn't take my eyes off her, so I personally place her as number one. So for this Christmas comeback, it was a hard choice because I went entirely off just the one video and everybody was so happy and cute and sweet, but I have to give it to Nayeon with her beautiful smile. For second place, I picked Mina. She looks so beautiful and elegant, and the dark bob is my favorite hairstyle on her. And look, I have no excuse. I'm biased, full stop, but you have to admit that this video really just showed so much of Chaeyoung looking so beautiful. I think if this was the only thing you ever saw from Twice, you'd be asking about her. I don't have very much to say about this song and video, but if I had to choose, I think third place is Choi for the adorable curled pigtails and the youthfulness of the concept. Second place goes to Chaeyoung because I liked her outfit and hairstyle the best, personally. And in first is Dahyun. Once again, she just has such an outgoing, energizing aura, and that really makes her shine a lot in these cuter eras. Choi deserves recognition. I think she suits this concept incredibly well, and she got to showcase some improved vocal abilities with chorus time, which gave her good lines and center time as well. Second and first place are practically tied, so I had to give the honorable mention first. It goes to Jonghyun for the lives. She didn't stand out to me a lot personally in the video, but her lives are amazing. I switched back and forth between second and first a bunch of times. I wanted to pick Dahyun because her rap parts are some of her best raps, and oh my gosh, that gold dress. But ultimately, I had to give up this era to the one who stood out to me the first time I ever watched the video. Do I need to explain this? Nayeon killed it. I loved the Princess Diaries theme that she got, and What Is Love is similar to Likey in that it's one of those songs that just embodies what Twice is, concept and sound-wise. And of course, Nayeon is our lead vocal, our center, our face of the group, so she nails these concepts. I gotta give third to Dahyun. She was really working that Rosie the Riveter look and making it all her own. Jihyo, obviously I couldn't talk about this song they did without mentioning her incredible vocals. And first place is Jonghyun. No disrespect, but she sometimes seems to have the worst accent when doing English in Twice songs, but at the end of the day it's cute, and what stands out to me are her incredible vocals, and honestly she needs more lines in all their songs. The blue hair also pushed me over the edge in giving her first.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
In the spirit of Who wore it best? I was really trying to decide who fit the fun, warm, and upbeat summery spirit of Dance the Night Away, and I had to give it to Dahyun. Chewie is so breathtaking looking, tall and tan and fresh and summery throughout all these promotions. I really loved watching her fan cams for this comeback. Once again, the warm and bright concept really matches well with Sana as well. She always stands out when Twice does these types of concepts. Jihyo is the summer goddess of Dance the Night Away. That tan on her looks so good, and especially during the live performances and when she's wearing white. I know this is an opinion video, but I can't imagine how anyone can argue this one. Jihyo is it. While Dance the Night Away did shade dirty, I honestly loved this orange hair look she had, and I thought she got to show it off a lot more during this Japanese promotion, and I was here for it. Jihyo is second. She looked honestly so hot in that video, in the photo shoots and the promotions. This was when I really realized what a babe she is. And then of course first place, I don't even have words to describe it. When I see Chewie performing this song, when I first saw it, my jaw hit the floor. I mean, look at her. Look at her. She gets all that time to shine in the center during the chorus. This just is Chewie's song. I have to give Jungyeon a shout out because she really got better recognition in this comeback than most of Twice's songs. Great lines, decent center time, wonderful styling, and I loved her as the mysterious taxi driver in the music video. This is coming from a place of bias, but Yes or Yes was the era when I first picked my Twice bias, and it was Jihyo back then. Because her look stood out to me in the video, but more than that, because of her incredible energy and stage presence. I watched her over and over. Honestly, I loved her as the fire dancer, and of course, I love seeing her do a dance that is energetic and fun, but still precise. And Momo's Yes or Yes fan cam is one of my favorite Twice fan cams. I don't really think I have to say anything else. Just Nina. Yes, she embodied this era. When she was that beautiful but mysterious fortune teller, yes. She gave us that unforgettable English intro, yes, she did that. This music video pretty much just carried over for Yes or Yes, but if I had to do a top 3, I'd say third place is Dahyun. I didn't love her so much in the Yes or Yes music video, but she looked gorgeous in this one. Second is Momo. I thought she was as pretty as she has ever looked in this. And first place is once again Mina. I guess late 2018 was just good to her. But if you want to be assaulted with visuals, just watch this video. They all look perfect. My absolute favorite Twice song, and possibly my favorite song period to date, third place has to go to Jungyeon in Fancy. The rose garden scene, the long hair. Jungyeon just does not get enough recognition in most of Twice's songs, but she was impossible to miss this comeback. I loved Mina, and I loved her high ponytail with the highlights in it. The scene that she's at the window with her bare feet looks so graceful and just lovely, and her parts were pretty memorable as well. This was the comeback that made me really think that Jihyo has lead dancer potential. She always has such perfect stage presence, but it was her fan cams during Fancy era that blew me away, so I have to give her a shout out for that. Okay, so I know I've already established that I am Chaeyoung biased, and incredibly so, and you can argue all you want with some of my other choices about her, but you are just plain wrong if you don't think that Fancy belongs to Chaeyoung. That green outfit was everything. The short blonde and then later pink hair. She got the killing part too. Nobody has the swagger that perfectly embodies Fancy era like Chaeyoung, and you know it.
Fancy.
So for Happy Happy, I had to give it up pretty much to all the members that I typically think of when I think of the bright and warm and happy type of concepts. But especially the top three being third place Sana. She just always makes everyone feel good and happy around her. She's got this brightness to her. Second place I'd give to Chewy, simply for just, you know, how cute, sweet, and just absolutely breathtaking she looked once again. She really did just take my breath away when I saw her. The first place has to be Dahyun. Honest to God, who else could make you feel so happy, happy, happy like the song says? She's gotta be it. For this Japanese comeback where they did Happy Happy and then Breakthrough together, they were like two different sides, but Sana really surprised me with how well she could pull off both that energetic, bubbly, happy, happy concept and this darker, sexier look here. So, and second place, just pick Jihyo because she looked really hot in this video and she brings a lot of power to the song. And then first place, I'm going back with Chae again. She just carried her energy from Fancy into this one. Again, that hairstyle is one of her best looks, and she just really has the right attitude for this type of era.
You make me feel special. 세상이 아무리 날 주저앉혀도 뜨겁고 맑으니 날 찔러도 네가 있어 난 다시 웃어.
I know a lot of the comebacks that Twice has, it's really hard to pick the best member, and I struggled with many of them, but none were harder than Feel Special. I like to think of this as Twice's era, but I'm still gonna try to pick a top three. For me, Nayeon really brought the looks with the diamonds are a girl's best friend type of look, and then that purple outfit I'm pretty sure killed me and then brought me back to life. I think it was Jihyo's final course that did it for me in Feel Special. Plus she was serving so many different looks in the video. The one with the short hair, the high ponytail, and again, as I mentioned, the way her dancing has become so sharp and mesmerizing. I can't talk about Feel Special without bringing up Mina. We were all feeling a lot of feelings about her in this song, and the scenes with her and Chaeyoung made me want to cry. And my god, did she look stunning in that dress in that mysterious forest.
You make everything alright. 구름이 짝인 햇살 한 줌 없는 날 네가 바로 나의 shining light. That's what you do.
This was one of my all-time favorite Twice raps and by far the most iconic part of this song. Plus, if you want to talk about looks, Dahyun was giving us everything. I love her part in Feel Special. I could listen to it and watch it over and over again. So I think that she worked best.
All fake and true.
Fake and True was another one that was really difficult to choose because my god did they all look stunning. But my favorites I think were determined mostly by style. Chaeyoung would be third because I really loved her makeup and her hair throughout it, as well as the color of that blue dress on her. But I also have to mention that her parts seem to be increasing in both rap and vocals. Second goes to Chewie. She was really looking mature and elegant. I was happy to see her kind of getting more than her usual innocent youthful looks now that she's not just the baby. And finally, I can't fully explain it, but Momo captures me every time I watch this video. I swear she looks like art. I loved her outfits and they just keep cutting to scenes of her just sitting or standing because she was looking so good.
Say more, 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 and more. 멈추지 못해 more, 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 and more.
It feels crazy putting Sana this low, honestly. I know that Twice said in an interview that the rap was the killing part of the song, but I think it's gotta be Sana doing that more and more part. Maybe it's because it's the title or it's because it's her saying it and she seems to make anything a killing part, but that line has been going through my mind constantly since the song dropped. And the fact that she's only at number 5, you know that this era really was amazing. Okay, so when I first saw the music video right off the bat, I was initially thinking Ji Hyo wouldn't get that high of a rank because she's barely in the video. When they showed the teasers, I personally thought that her photo was probably the most gorgeous picture of her ever, and I adore the pink hair. I just didn't think she was showcased much in the video, so at first she didn't stand out. But then I watched the live stages and just, oh my god, just go watch her fan cam right now if you haven't already. I know I've been saying this, and I know she's not technically the best dancer in Twice, but she could have had me fooled every time she's on stage. Her presence is just unmatched, she gives more than her all, and I always watch her fan cams. I knew who the top 3 were going to be right after watching the video, and they haven't changed, but they've moved around among each other. Dahyun got the second most lines, tons of screen time and center time, and in any other comeback, getting all of that, she probably would have had first place. But More and More was just giving us so much that there are still 2 members who I thought just barely shined a little bit brighter. Man, it was hard not to put Momo in first. This one is such a callback to the debut song, with Momo getting blonde hair and a dance break and owning it so much. I think she also got the most screen time in the video, and it's just fantastic that they're giving us more screen time and dances for Momo to balance her getting the fewest lines. She could still be first place really, I don't know, I might change my mind again, but for now, I think this is where I'm leaving it.
난 도둑고양이 오늘만이 널 꼭 잡으러 왔으니까 딱 기다려 너 멀리 가지 말고 다시 내게 come.
Okay, I am fully biased, yes, and hate me all you want, but we have to take a look at the facts. In More and More, Chaeyoung had the most unique hairstyle and color. Her concept photo was the most breathtakingly beautiful thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I love her space buns, it's so cute. The outfits that they've been wearing, the boho looking outfits, I liked hers the best among them. She basically had wings. She is lead vocal material and she got singing lines both in the single and throughout the album, being second or third most lines in every song except for one. She's the best rapper in the group and she got the rap lines to prove it. Her dancing has also improved a lot and she got center time immediately following her rap during a dance break. She also has more writing credits than any other member of Twice, including one on this album. I really think they're showcasing Chaeyoung's talents more and more, and she is gaining confidence and she's about to become unstoppable. She's truly an all-rounder, and because More and More showcased her all-rounded abilities, I had to give her first place.